Have you walked into a store lately and felt that sting from prices? Eggs are through the roof, gas is creeping up, and your paycheck is just not cutting it like it used to. We're all feeling the cost of living 2025 squeeze. Inflation's still nagging us, and global supply chains are a mess. But what if something huge was about to shake things up even more? What if President Trump rolled out a tariff plan in 2025 that flipped the script on how we buy and sell with the world? That's what we're digging into today. Trump's Tariffs 2025. We're talking taxes on stuff we import, like clothes, cars, and even your morning coffee. It's not just some policy wonk debate. This could be a global trade shakeup that lands right in your bank account. I'm not here to scare you, but to walk you through the what-ifs of a tariff blueprint people are buzzing about. How could it change your life, your bills, and the whole economy? Let's figure it out together. Now, Trump's no stranger to tariffs. Back in his first term, we saw steel tariffs and that big U.S.-China trade spat.
First on taxes. This is where we really need Paul.
Does this ring any bells? Those were test runs. Today, the talk is about something way bigger. A trade war impact that could dwarf what we've seen before. So, grab a cup of coffee. Well, maybe not an imported one after this. And let's break down what's on the table. What is this Trump Tariffs 2025 plan all about? Analysts and economists are piecing together a strategy that could turn global trade on its head. It's got three main pieces, so let's unpack them one by one. First, there's this idea of a universal baseline tariff. Imagine a 10% tax slapped on almost everything we bring into the U.S. Your phone, your shoes, that cheap blender from overseas. It's not picky. It hits nearly all countries. The goal? Protect American businesses. Keep jobs here. A classic protectionism move. Sure, some essentials like certain drugs or tech chips might get a pass, but this would touch so much of what we buy. It's a bold swing, and it could mean a lot more expensive tags on the stuff we're used to grabbing off the shelf. Then there's this reciprocal tariff angle, and it's spicy. Here's the deal. If another country taxes our imports like American cars or crops, we'd hit them back with the same or more. Say China puts a 20% tariff on our goods. We could slap a 20% or even 34% on theirs. The EU might face 20%, and Vietnam maybe 46%. Numbers tied to our trade deficits with them. It's like a trade war staring contest. You tax us and we tax you harder. Canada and Mexico might dodge some of this under deals like the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, but only if they stick to the rules. It's aggressive, and it leaves a lot of wiggle room for deals or drama. And don't sleep on this third part. Expanding tools we already have, like Section 232 tariffs. These are taxes tied to national security, like steel for bridges or aluminum for planes. We've got 25% tariffs on those from most places right now. But the chatter is about keeping that going and stretching it further. Maybe a 25% hit on imported cars and parts. That's a big deal for anyone shopping for wheels. Some folks even say copper or lumber or meds could get tagged too. It's less about military might and more about keeping U.S. industries strong. Trump used this playbook before, but scaling it up? That's next level. So why all this? Fans say it's about bringing jobs home, making America stand tall in trade. Critics say it's a gamble. Higher prices, ticked-off trading partners, an inflation crisis waiting to explode. Whatever side you're on, this tariff plan's got big ambitions and big risks. Let's talk about what happens if it rolls out. Okay, let's bring this closer to home. If Trump's 2025 tariffs happen, your wallet will be the first to notice. When companies pay more to import stuff, guess who ends up footing the bill? You and me. That phone you've been eyeing? Pricier. Those jeans from Southeast Asia? Up a bit. Even imported fruit or coffee could cost more. And if that 25% car tariff kicks in, good luck finding a cheap ride, domestic or not, since lots of parts come from abroad. Steel and aluminum tariffs? That's pricier appliances, higher home building costs, and stuff we're already struggling to afford in this cost of living 2025 mess. How much are we talking about? One study from Yale says the average household could be out an extra $3,800 a year. That's real money, especially if you're already stretched thin. And here's the tough part. Folks with lower incomes who spend more on basics might feel this the most. Layer that on top of today's inflation crisis, and it's a double whammy. Could you swing an extra $3,800? I know I'd be sweating it. Now, zoom out to the bigger picture. All these price jumps could spark an inflation crisis, making every dollar worth less. Businesses might struggle too. Higher costs could slow them down, maybe even hurt U.S. growth. Jobs are the wild card. Some say tariffs would fire up American factories and create work here. Others warn it could backfire. We can have cases like supply chain headaches or lost sales for exporters like farmers. It's a tug of war. Jobs gained here, jobs lost there. And history's got a word for us too. Ever hear of Smoot-Hawley? Back in the 1930s, tariffs meant to help ended up tanking trade and worsening the Great Depression. I'm not saying we're doomed to repeat it, but it's a heads up. Big trade moves can ripple in ways we don't expect. This isn't just about us. It's a global trade shakeup that could shift everything. Here's the thing. We don't trade alone. If Trump's tariffs 2025 go live, other countries won't just sit there. China might tax our soybeans or tech. The EU could hit back at our whiskey or cars. Even Canada, our buddy up north, might retaliate if this gets messy. It's a trade war impact waiting to unfold. We tax them, they tax us, and round we go. That's not just friction. It's uncertainty that could ding farmers, manufacturers, and everyday folks on both sides. This isn't new. Trump's first-term tariffs got pushed back too. But a plan this big? It could escalate fast, leaving the global economy wobbling. Are we ready for that? It's a high-stakes bet protecting U.S. industries versus risking a broader fallout. The details are still what-ifs for now, but the stakes? They're real, and they're coming for all of us, from your grocery cart to the factory floor. Trump's tariffs 2025 could be a wild ride. Higher costs, trade war risks, a global trade shakeup. It's a lot to chew on. Whether it's about boosting American jobs or rewriting the rules, this tariff talk's got consequences we can't ignore. We'll keep breaking it down as it evolves, so stick with us. What's your take? What's the one big thing you'd hate to see get pricier? Drop it in the comments. I'm reading them. And hit subscribe to stay in the loop on policies shaping your world. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.